I'm standing here just a few feet from a house that's engulfed in flames. Smoke is billowing toward me, making it hard to even breathe. You can see a firefighter on the roof trying to fight the fire as water is poured down to help his teammates working in front. Everyone is here. And you can feel the intensity of the heat, even from here, across the street. Multiple fire crews are moving up the street as firefighters focus their efforts on the roof and second floor. Smoke is billowing and rising into the sky as the fire continues to burn from within. This is an incredible effort, with crews coming together and working together to try and extinguish this fire. We saw flames starting at a few different points. We saw them coming out from under the eaves and from the side walls. I saw debris falling from the house as the fire continued to burn through the upper structure. I really hope no one is inside. The amount of damage that has happened here is unbelievable. Firefighters are making their way up to the roof as the smoke gets more intense. You can see that all they have is equipment and water. In the heat of this fire, the crews are working hard, but it is clear that they are fighting a difficult and very dangerous battle here today. We're looking at where the fire crews are. They're targeting the roof and trying to stop the fire from spreading to other structures. I can still see the smoke. It's hard to imagine the heat they're dealing with there. This really shows how quickly a fire like this can spread. Firefighters continue to fight through the smoke and heat. They are showing incredible courage at this level of intensity. You can really feel the intensity here, even through the camera. It's an impressive job these responders are doing. It's been going on for a while and they're not stopping. Now, new fire crews are arriving. You can hear additional fire equipment coming into the scene. They are using equipment strategically to stop the fire from spreading any further. The power of the water is incredible, and they are still working to put out the fire. You can see them hitting what they can inside, trying to put out the fire from every angle, because they know there may be more heat inside. They seem to be focusing on the walls and windows to focus on the inside. You can see they have the expertise and knowledge to deal with this complex situation. Despite the progress, the fire crews are still battling the intense fire here. You can see some areas are still burning with such intensity. The heat and smoke are horrible. They will still have to fight until they can really be sure the fire is completely out. The crews are getting into better positions, and they have shifted their focus to defense now. You can see the fire is getting out, but they are still soaking the interior and surrounding areas. They are making great progress and continue to work together as a team. As the firefighters begin to extinguish the fire, steam is starting to rise as the heat and water meet. You can also see the smoke starting to lighten and start to move away from the area. The water jets are doing their job of cooling this fire from the ground as well as above. Here we can see the crew has reached the roof, and they are working hard to ensure that every area is completely soaked. You can see steam starting to rise as the firefighters really focus on extinguishing the fire above. The scene is moving from chaos to more controlled. We are seeing a really collaborative effort from all the different fire crews as they move around the site in a purposeful manner. You can hear the hoses and equipment as they move around the scene, focused on their ultimate goal. They are working together and taking direction from the other firefighters, making sure that every fire is extinguished. The main fire appears to be under control, and the crews are turning their focus to other areas around the house. We can now see the first responders starting their work at the main entrance of the house, getting the hoses in place there. They know that eliminating any possibility of a resurgence is essential, so they are doing their job. The firefighters are targeting the front porch area, making sure that there are no more hot spots or embers present. You can see they're really focusing their efforts on the area near the front doorway and steps, as water jets are spraying into all sections of the house. The smoke has really started to clear up from this front area. As the fire is starting to die down, we get to see the results of their intense work, and the smoke is clearing. The firefighters are doing a meticulous job here, making sure all of their equipment is prepared for the next job. You can also hear that the overall sounds have diminished. They are transitioning from attack to cleanup and recovery mode. We can now see fire crews starting to stow their hoses. It is a clear sign that their hard work has paid off. The water from the hoses has slowed to a trickle as they now begin the process of pulling them back. The scene begins to slowly become quiet as the firefighters start to disengage and pull away their equipment. Shifting the focus back a bit, we can now see the whole scene with less smoke. The building, still showing the aftermath of the fire, is now largely under control. The scene is getting quieter as the fire crews clear up. It is clear that their work here is almost done. The firefighters have regrouped. Now they are starting to overhaul, ensure safety, and ensure the fire does not flare up again. You can see the precision with which they carry out each task, a testament to their dedication. The first responders are doing their best to overcome the aftermath. We are on scene as firefighters work hard to contain this fire. The fire is raging, thick black smoke billowing from this residential building as our crews work tirelessly. The The fire is raging. Look at the flames coming from the roof. This is a fast-moving situation, and every second counts for the first responders battling this fire. We see firefighters rushing into position, hoses down, and water coming in fast. But as you can see, this fire is stubborn. This house is engulfed. The flames are licking the roof, completely taking over. It's a testament to the intensity and the danger that the firefighters are fighting to put out this fire. Look, the fire is coming out of this second floor window as we see the firefighters entering the building. This is a fight for safety right now. They're not giving up. A ladder is being set up. The firefighters are moving very aggressively. They're really getting into the danger zone right now. We have firefighters on the roof right now, trying to stop the fire from spreading any further. The dangers in this situation are huge. They're putting some serious pressure on those fire hoses, spraying water on the embers, trying to push this fire back. There's smoke everywhere. The fire has been raging for quite some time. This is a huge response from our local fire department, and that can be seen. Look closely at the work of the firefighters, both on the rooftop and on the ground working. In tandem, their efforts at trying to bring this inferno under control are really impressive. Firefighters are working on the roof. They are determined and brave, trying to stop the blaze from spreading. The situation is volatile as they are working close to the flames. Now we can see the full scope of this fire from the side, the intensity of the heat causing a large smoke plume to rise. The fight is far from over. We can see the firefighters battling up. A firefighter is on top of the ladder now, and he is making sure that water is being applied in the most effective way possible. They are working fast, and it is needed to get this fire under control. They've got multiple water lines on this house, hitting all the sides trying to extinguish these flames now. It's a scene of total chaos right now. Back up on the roof, see them moving with purpose. The job is dangerous and extremely difficult, as they are facing so much fire and smoke. The smoke's gotten even thicker, almost completely obscuring this house. The smoke is really a visual indicator of the fire's intensity. This is a very concerning level. The firefighters are continuing their work. There are water lines from every angle as they put up a last stand, pushing back this blaze. You can see the smoke starting to lessen a little bit as they are doing their work, and a firefighter has climbed back down the ladder in order to regroup. The flames have now greatly reduced, but as we can see, the fire is far from out. They are still applying the water from various angles, trying to snuff it out. The firefighters are still very active, checking the hot spots, still making sure no flare-ups are happening. It's a scene of controlled chaos. We see the firefighters continuing their work. Hose is now directed into the building to continue the assault, to make sure that they eliminate the smoke is still very thick and lingering, but the firefighters' efforts in controlling the fire have certainly made a difference. We will continue to follow the news of this event and will give you the most. You can see the first responders as they begin to inspect the scene. The danger has lessened, but they still need to take their time. We see hoses being moved around, starting to clean up and set up equipment for the rest of the day. Still working on the hoses on the roofers. We see them making final checks. These men are very diligent in the face of this great danger. We are now seeing ladders being used as they try to reach the final area. It has been a long day for the first responders. The ambulances are still waiting as we see people leaving the scene. The situation is much calmer, but all the danger is present. Firefighters are still on the roof of the building doing a final check to make sure there is no fire left. You can see the work they are doing to keep everyone safe. The ground crew are doing a final spray of water on any remaining danger zones, making sure the house is no longer a threat. They are determined to do their job right. We are now seeing more fire engines on the scene, a large amount of support, more first responders in action. Smoke is still there, but it is clear that the scene is finally under control. We can see water pouring into this building and all the work has been done. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to hit the like button and leave a comment below. Your support means a lot to me and helps me create even better content in the future. Every like, comment, and share makes a huge difference and motivates me to keep improving. I read all of your comments and truly appreciate the feedback and love from this amazing community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss my upcoming videos. See you in the next one.